The perfect illusion. Michael Reynolds believed he had everything he'd ever wanted. A stable job in Chicago's financial district, a modest but beautiful home in the suburbs, and a wife he adored, Emily. They had been married for 6 years, and their relationship seemed unbreakable. Their weekends were filled with trips to local diners, late-night Netflix marathons, and long drives across the Illinois countryside. Emily laughed at his corny jokes. Michael always brought her flowers on Fridays. To everyone on the outside, they looked like the perfect couple. And then there was Jason, Michael's best friend since college. Jason was charming, always full of stories, the kind of guy who turned every head in the room without trying. He had recently gone through a breakup and had started spending more time at Michael and Emily's house. Michael never suspected a thing. Chapter 2: Cracks in the Glass. Emily had grown distant. At first, it was subtle. She'd stop replying to texts quickly, she'd spend more time in the shower, and she'd avoid eye contact during dinner. Michael blamed stress. Maybe she wasn't happy with her freelance graphic design work. Maybe she wanted children. They hadn't talked about that in a while. "Is everything okay?" Michael asked one night while they were folding laundry. Emily looked up, her eyes blank. "Yeah, just tired." Michael nodded, pretending to believe her. But deep down, something felt off. Jason, on the other hand, became more engaged. He laughed more with Emily than Michael ever remembered. He complimented her on her cooking, her art, even her new perfume. Emily never used to wear perfume. Michael noticed. But he trusted them. Chapter 3: Discovery. One evening, Michael came home earlier than usual. He walked in through the garage and heard voices upstairs. Emily's laughter echoed down the hallway, carefree, intimate. Then Jason's voice followed, soft and close. Curious and confused, Michael crept up the stairs. As he reached the bedroom door, it was open just a crack. Inside, he saw Emily sitting on the bed, Jason beside her, their hands intertwined. Jason leaned forward and kissed her. Michael froze. He didn't move, didn't breathe. The image seared itself into his mind. He backed away, heart pounding, rage and heartbreak swirling inside him. He left the house quietly and drove aimlessly for hours. By the time he returned home, Jason was gone and Emily was pretending to read on the couch. Michael didn't say a word. The confrontation. 3 days passed. Michael barely spoke. Emily pretended not to notice. On the 4th evening, he finally confronted her. "I saw you." Emily looked up. "What?" "You and Jason. On the bed. You kissed him." Her face turned pale. Her lips parted, but no words came. "How long?" Michael's voice was low and sharp. Emily's eyes filled with tears. 3 months. Michael leaned back, numb. 3 months, he repeated. "I didn't mean for it to happen," she said, crying now. "It just did. I was lonely. You were always working late. Jason was there. He listened." Michael laughed bitterly. "So that justifies betrayal?" "No. But it explains it." He stood up, pacing. "You could have told me. We could have worked on us. Instead, you chose him." Emily looked away. "I didn't expect to fall in love with him." That sentence hit harder than any punch. Chapter 5: The Fallout. Michael moved out that night. He stayed with his sister for a while. The house, the one filled with memories and laughter, now felt like a graveyard. Jason tried calling. Michael blocked his number. Emily sent long texts, emails, apologies that didn't feel like apologies. She claimed she never planned it, never wanted to hurt him. But none of it mattered. Betrayal, especially from the two people you trusted most, cuts the deepest. Weeks passed. Michael began going to therapy. He stopped drinking. He started running again. Every day he felt a little less broken, a little more himself. Chapter 6: The New Normal. 2 months later, Michael ran into Jason at a bar. They made eye contact. Jason walked over, guilt written all over his face. I messed up, man, he said. Michael stared at him. You didn't just mess up. You blew up my life. Jason sighed. I didn't mean to fall for her. Michael's voice was calm. But you did. And you chose her over our friendship. Jason looked down. She chose me too. That's the saddest part, Michael said, standing up. You two deserve each other. He left the bar. That night, for the first time in months, he slept soundly. Closure. A year passed. The divorce went through. Emily and Jason moved in together. Michael heard they were planning a wedding. He didn't care. Michael had moved to Seattle. He started dating again, carefully. He still had scars, but he was healing. One day, he received a letter in the mail. It was from Emily. In it, she apologized, not just for the affair, but for everything. She wrote about her regrets, how her relationship with Jason wasn't what she'd imagined. She admitted she had mistaken lust for love, comfort for connection. Michael read the letter once, then burned it. He didn't need her closure anymore. He had found his own. Chapter 8: A New Beginning. On a crisp autumn morning, Michael stood on the shore of Lake Union, holding hands with Rachel, a woman he'd met 6 months earlier. She was kind, patient, and honest. Their love wasn't a firestorm. It was a warm ember, steady, dependable, safe. As the wind brushed against his face, he realized something. He was finally free. Not just from Emily. Not just from the pain. But from the illusion that love had to come from old places. Sometimes, healing begins the moment you stop chasing closure and start embracing peace.